One day I wanted to go out of the prison and the person with the key wasn't around. I stayed for about maybe 2-3 hours waiting. I can see, I can feel how prisoners were feeling. Imagine if I were there permanently locked. I was upset and tired and like, how do I get out of here? That really made me to sympathize with prisoners. And also during my ministry there, somebody shared testimony of how he was locked up wrongly in the prisons. Somebody took a loan, he guaranteed him, the person ran away, and he was arrested. And they sentenced him. Very, very sad experience. Thank you for the time so far, sharing God's intervention in my life. I stopped where I went to Anambra State for NYS. That was the longest trip I've ever made. Kaduna to Onitsha to Awka. Omuye camp, that's where we are camp. After the 3 weeks camp, at the camp, I studied water resources engineering. As I said, a brewery in Anambra State in Onitsha came looking for water engineers with good pay, accommodation, and everything. And I was contacted that, look, this is a very good opportunity for you. You'll be posted there, you are going to serve your 1 year, and who knows, you'll be returned. And they'll give you a house, and they will accommodate you, they will pay you well. I said, as a Christian, should I work in a brewery? I wasn't convinced. So I rejected that offer. And I was posted to serve in Newi Local Government Secretariat. So I picked my posting, I went to Newi. After about a week or two, nothing was going on. I said, is there no water board in this town? They said there is water board, but it's in Awka. I entered vehicles to Awka. I went to the manager, told him I study water resource engineering, and they posted me to a local government secretariat in Newi, and I really want to develop myself in the water sector or water. So he agreed that to accept me if they would reject me. So I went back to Newi and made my CLO, and they approved my rejection, and I came back to Awka. They accepted me to serve in Anambra Water Corporation. And that's how I served in Anambra Water Corporation. I was doing well there and they were paying me, but because I knew the family I came from, I was looking for money. So I also enrolled in one St. Augustine, I think, commercial secondary school. And I was teaching biology and mathematics. So I'll go there early in the morning as early as 7:30, have two lectures, around 9:30, I'll go back to water board to do my work. So that's how I spend my way, making some money here and also working there. And when they gave me accommodation, but the accommodation was far from the only Equa church, Awka there. So I now went to the church and told them, I want to be worshiping with you, but the accommodation they gave me is far. And they now say, then there was an old woman that have accommodation. Her son is actually in Lagos, and the compound was too big for her. There is one extra room somewhere if I can go and stay there. When I look at it, I say, yes, I will stay there. How much is it? They told me, and I paid for 6 months. Actually, after that 6 months, I say, after 6 months, I will save for the next 6 months. But I got so friendly and used to the family that they did not collect the extra 6 months. When the 6 months was over, they left it. I stayed for free. And then I have some Equa church members that were also good. And they are full bearers. So they took care of me also. They have a shop. If I go there, they will get some things for me to come and take care of myself. So my service here was very interesting. I was also very active in Nigerian Corpus Fellowship. And I will serve as a prison pastor in Awka prisons. I was there with Bro Ayo, as the two prison pastors. Somebody would take Bible study midweek, somebody would take the Sunday service, another week we changed. So we are the two prison pastors during the year. And it was very interesting. In fact, one day I wanted to go out of the prison and the person with the key wasn't around. I stayed for about maybe 2-3 hours waiting. I can see, I can feel how prisoners were feeling. Imagine if I were there permanently long. I was upset and tired and like, how do I get out of here? That really made me to sympathize with prisoners. And also during my ministry there, somebody shared testimony of how he was locked up wrongly in the prisons. Somebody took a loan, he guaranteed him, the person ran away, and he was arrested. And they sentenced him. Very, very sad experience. So that ministry also instilled in me the love for prisoners and also compassion for the needy. So that's how I finished my service. And also during that service, I was sending some money to my dad to save for me so that when I come, I will start some business. I won't be stranded. So after the service, I came back home and told my father the money. I think, if I can remember, I was expecting 36,000 to be given to me. But remember, I say I served in two places. It was 1999 to 2000. So my father gave me 16,000. I said, Daddy, what I gave you, my total is 36,000. He said, yes, I know you don't have a land in our hometown. That is Gumo, only in our village. My children call it village because you go to the village and now go to that village. So, but I bought a land for you in Gumo. I say, I was becoming angry. He said, no, go and see the land. If you don't like it, I will go and sell it. I will even make some profit with it and give you your 36,000. When I went and saw the land, it was good. I came and told him no. He gave me the 36,000, the 16,000, and I now went to Bauchi. But that land, as I'm talking now, is housing both my house, my younger brother's house, and our old house, which is a very good thing my dad did. I stayed in Bauchi. I came to Abuja looking for work. In fact, I trekked almost out. I stayed with one of my cousins in Durumi. I was going all around Abuja looking for work. I think I distributed almost every office that have to do with me. No employment. After about 7 months, I decided to go back to Bauchi and told my cousin, that I will never come to Abuja looking for work again. So I went back to Bauchi. And during my stay in Awka, computer was new, so I was laying my hands on computer and learned some computer. I got a computer center in Bauchi, and I started teaching them computer. And also there was a road contractor doing some roads work. And when I went to tell him I'm a civil engineer, he said I should come once a while to learn, but he was paying me 7,000 a month. So that was how I stayed in Bauchi, very active in the youth fellowship, we call Good News Bauchi, and also teaching computer in a small business center, and also supervising some roads, just trying my hands everywhere to raise money on that to support my younger ones, because I have 7 younger ones that were struggling for school. And God used me also, some of them, school and graduated. So after that time, I was still looking for a job, but I said I would not come back to Abuja. One day, a friend visited me in my business center. As I was escorting the friend, I passed through Civil Service Commission. I now saw white papers placed. And I said, let's go and see these white papers. It was vacancy from Federal Civil Service Commission, saying they will come to Bauchi for interview to employ workers, federal workers. So on that day we came, we were more than 2,000. And there was one vacancy for a civil engineer. And that vacancy, we that applied were more than 20-something. And we were shortlisted to come. We were given written test. I think about 10 of us were called for interview. And I didn't know anybody, but I decided to go for the interview. I was like, tell your uncle now. I say, my uncle is tired. He has been giving me notes to meet different people. In fact, in Awka, they asked me to stay. But My uncle said, Awka, if I should come back to Bauchi, I will get a job in Bauchi. And he actually tried working in the High Court. But I believe it's because of religion that I wasn't given a job in Bauchi then. So, but when I saw that interview, that I went for the interview, and luckily, only one vacancy. I got that one vacancy. And a date, they announced that the names of the successful candidate will publish in the newspaper. So I was trekking to go to the newspaper stand in Wunti, Bauchi. And I said, if I see my name, I'll buy that newspaper. I said, no, I don't have that. If I see that, the money for that newspaper, I'll use it for Thanksgiving on Sunday. So when I went, 53 per state, every state in Nigeria, 53. Remember, we were more than 2,000 in Bauchi. When I saw the list, I just saw my name. Fortuitous Sanga, Federal Ministry of Works. Praise the Lord, I shouted and grabbed the newspaper. And I rushed home and told my uncle I had an employment on Sunday. The more value of that newspaper, I went and did Thanksgiving with it. Thank you, and God bless you.
Welcome again. Engineer Sanga served in Anambra State. Became a prison pastor. You serve God, God opens doors for you. As a corper, where he found to stay, after paying for 6 months, he said, don't worry, don't pay again. He's God. Where they posted him, when he refused to go to Brewery. Some of us will jump at such an opportunity. Go and work in a brewery and call yourself a child of God. People do jobs there, but produce beer. You know what the Bible says about strong drink? That's a mocker. Anybody who is deceived thereby, that person is not wise. He took a good decision not to work in a brewery. But did God make way for him? God made way for him. He had opportunities to earn money from different places. That is God for you. Even though he trekked up and down in Abuja after youth service. But God had a plan. God had a plan. They are looking for 53 people per state. 2,000 people came for exam and interview. Only 53 were taken. I was one of them. The position of water engineer, over 20. Only he was taken. You think there's no God? There is God. There is more to come in this man's story. But we are saying all of this to know and to confirm to you, God is a pathfinder. Our God is a way maker. What you do not see, he sees. What you cannot hear, he hears. If his friend had not visited him in the business center, how would he have passed by the civil service place and seen the advert? There is God. What will look like a coincidence to you actually is the plan of God. He's going to tell you where God took him after that. There's more story coming. Thanks for tuning in today. Please do not forget to subscribe to this our channel. Help us also to forward this clip to your friends. Let them also hear. And God helps the helpless. Many of us came from very, very humble backgrounds. But we gave our lives to Jesus, and things we never expected began to happen in our lives. It happened to you too. Give your life to Jesus, and you'll never regret it. Thank you.